What you're about to watch is my point of view of the Dune Imperium Showmatch, which is a game I played with cjfm, BlackShadow, and Diiz. I then took all those videos and edited them together into one game where you can get everybody's perspectives and reactions. And if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend going to watch that before you watch this, because I just think it's a way more exciting way to watch the game and something you're not going to see very often. So what this is just my video uncut. So there's a couple things I just want to mention about it. First of all, this game was played quite a while ago, like a few months before the Showmatch video was released, and I was still getting used to Rise of Ix in here. So if you hear me say some things, you're like, how does he still not know that, or whatever, that is why. The other thing I want to point out is the pace of this is going to feel way different. If you have watched the Showmatch already, this is going to feel quite a bit slower at times, because we did play with timers off. We just wanted to not be messed up with timers in a game like this. And in the edited video, I cut out a lot of stuff. So it's like very tight, but here there's going to be more longer pauses. So just to let you know up front, that's how that's going to be. Also, you can check the description below, first of all, for a link to that Showmatch video, but also to the other individual point of view videos as they come out. All right, thanks for watching. Let's get into it. All right, well, here we are. We're on. All right, this is going to be fun. So I have picked Memnon, and it really is just about the sort of kind of funny, emotional connection I have with Memnon, and not wanting to let CJ get him, because I've heard he's a big Memnon fan as well, and it's kind of just a jealousy thing. But also I like Memnon. Is he good in Rise of Ix? I really don't even know. But that's what I decided to do. Okay, so taking a look here, I am the fourth player. I've got 2 daggers, Seek Allies, and Dune's the Desert Planet. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out exactly. But taking a look at the tech row here, Artillery Spaceport Flagship. It could be a decent artillery snag for me. So like, for example, if I can seek allies to, let's say, still suits, get a couple troops in, and get to tech negotiation, that could be good. But I'll probably honestly have to go to tech negotiation first, because it does seem like that's, I don't know. Honestly, tech negotiation and never mind. Still suits gets grabbed right off the bat by Diiz. Interesting. Opts for still suit over fold space round 1. Not something I've seen a lot of people do. I'll be interested to hear what his perspective is on that. BlackShadow with the smuggling. Okay, so yeah, my plan has changed quite a bit now. Fold space still not grabbed. Wow, falls through player 1 and player 2. Very interesting. Is Hundro going to give it up? No, he's not. Okay. Not a big surprise there. Okay, so given this, like, there's only kind of a couple of spaces. I could theoretically look at a Hardy Warriors. You know, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this artillery right off the bat, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So my next move, it could be a Hardy Warriors to go for this victory point, or it could even be that just to get the influence and maybe not even a full commitment of troops. So I've got 2 swords I'm going to have on reveal, right? The dagger plus the one for the artillery. Diiz goes to Carthag, so how hard is he going to go for this? Okay, manipulates the other memory. Pretty nice card to get off the bat. I'm not really going to have much of a shot at anything too great. Okay, goes for 3 troops, so I could beat him with a Hardy Warriors still, or anybody could. BlackShadow or CJ could go for it. All right, Shadow goes to Arakeen. Picks up a spice from the 1 step ahead ability. And goes for 3 troops. Okay, what's CJ gonna do here? Goes to Imperial Basin. Okay, what's he throwing in? This, I gotta say, I'm very tempted by the Hardy Warriors now, just to take this victory point. You know, everyone's invested a lot in it. And if I do that, it means that likely CJ's troops are going to be wasted. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, there is an intrigue card on Helena, so theoretically she could come out and win this. Hundro also has one. No swords on Helena though, but like basically any combat intrigue would kind of do the trick. Two swords on Elisa. Okay, so currently looking at second place there. What do you got, CJ? If he has 2 daggers, he does have 2 daggers, and he does have an intrigue card. Could easily be a combat intrigue. So this might be... Oh, man. All out for the first conflict. All right. Let's go with the desert ambush. I think that could be amusing. I think that could be amusing in this game. Ooh, assassination mission coming up. Okay, nothing from Helena. It's going to be nothing from Elisa. How about CJ? What does he have? Ambush? Second wave. He's going to tie it up. Okay, so I don't get the victory point. We're both going to get an intrigue card and 2 Solari. Pretty hilarious. All right, so I don't get the victory point, but, you know, I mean, we all kind of expended resources there. Look at that. Diiz, unfortunately, comes out with nothing. I've got a double cross, which is not a bad thing, and I don't mind getting the Solari. I would have preferred to get the victory point, but that's how it is. That's how it is. Lot of Solari available here. That's something I would like to get for sure. Okay, so it's going to be round 2 Swordmaster for BlackShadow by the looks of things. And it's going to be turn to interstellar shipping from CJ by the looks of things. Okay, what do I want to do here? Maybe get some more water back. I think that might be the play. All right, I'm going to go get some more water. I'm going to throw in 1 troop for now, and then we'll see what happens after that. I do have a spice on Signet Ring here, so potentially, if I can go to one of these 2 spaces, then I'll be able to get enough spice for maybe a Conspire next round to put me at Swordmaster money. But with this interstellar shipping from Hundro, he's going to potentially just do an up-down and get enough Solari for his Swordmaster next round. So I'll probably be kind of cut out of it. Okay, he doesn't do the up-down. He goes up, which I guess makes sense because next round he can drop with his first agent. However, if I can manage to get... Oh, no, he's got the Signet Ring. Right. 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 So, okay. And he's going up for the Spacing Guild Alliance. I think this looks pretty good. Okay, well, so Hundro's not in the conflict. I might get 4 Solari for 1 troop here, which would be great. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like that is what's going to happen. So that's pretty nice. I might be able to get High Council seat next round. And then Swordmaster the following round, because I'm going to have quite a bit of Solari potentially. Right, I'm going to get 4 here, so that's 8. The Conspire gives me my 5 for the High Council seat. Oh, landing rights. Okay, I'm very happy to see the landing rights there. Let me grab that. Do I want the assassination mission? I'm not sure. You know, I think I will take it. Ah! Yikes. Yikes. We got a Jessica. We got a Jessica, everybody. Worm Riders for BlackShadow here, I assume. Yes. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that 1 troop result. Raid stockpiles, bunch of spice available here. Okay, so I don't have a card to take me to Conspire this round, unfortunately, or Fold Space for that matter. We'll see if CJ tries to dominate Fold Space again, just to kind of keep everybody off it. Right now, he's the only one with access to interstellar shipping, which is pretty bad for the rest of us. Okay, no, he has to go to Swordmaster immediately because otherwise I'm going to do it, right? Okay. Now, unfortunately, I can't do this. That really hurts. I think I need to go to High Council seat right now because if I don't, Diiz might do it and might be able to grab a Jessica that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. This assassination mission here is hurting me, right? Because it's going to make it hard for me to get the Jessica right now. And that may have been a pretty bad move. It's going to make it hard for me to get Swordmaster next round, which means Diiz will be able to get it the following round now. I think that would have been, I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of really didn't want someone else to get this Jessica, I guess is basically what what was motivating me there. So it's going to be, but I can't do it myself with the hand that I have. Oh no. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Reserves the Jessica. Reveals a Kwisatz Haderach. Now, if, yeah. CJ goes to still suits here, getting 2 water, so opening up a possibility of Great Flat with 5 spice, which I'm guessing would be probably put towards a flagship here. And if he manages to get some spice out of the conflict as well, he's going to be well on his way to an early flagship, which is not comforting. Now, I could go for a really low percentage play here, and I could go Mentat, hoping to get either a convincing argument or a landing rights. I could be that crazy. I could actually also go to tech negotiation, buy a spaceport. The thing is, okay, that would leave me at 6 with 2 cards. Maybe I get a Kwisatz Haderach right now. Jessica is out of the question. I'm going for the big play here. I'm going for the big play. What do we get? Come on, come on, come on. No. Yes. Kwisatz Haderach going right up on top of the deck, baby. Going right up on top. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Sylvain, how do you like that play? Hey, c'est pas fini, là. T'as pas... I know. I don't have it yet. But I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Oh, man. It was a fairly high percentage play, really. I just had to not draw a dagger and a 1 persuasion card. Okay, and, oh, I can even burn CJ here. Watch this. Oh, maybe I'll even take first. So we'll see what BlackShadow has to reveal here. He might have swords. Obviously, he still has another agent. Okay. So honestly, in all of the excitement of getting that Kwisatz Haderach, I kind of wasn't even paying attention to who had agents left. For some reason, I thought it was already over. All right, so big cards getting picked up here. Kwisatz Haderach and Jessica for different players. So if I had taken it from Elisa, I could have potentially won that conflict. Right, there were 3 swords revealed for Hundro there, so he would have been at 5 strength. I still would have had more. He does have an intrigue card, though. We'll see what happens with it. He can't use it at this point. But also denying Hundro Spice for the Signet Ring, I think, is not a bad thing. And it just seemed kind of like a safe move. Okay. Okay, so how do I want to do this now? Smuggling gets me the money for Swordmaster. Though I can use Kwisatz Haderach on that. So unfortunately... Okay, what can I do here? Well, I could smuggle, then with my second action use landing rights to crunk it down, then use then use Kwisatz Haderach to get Swordmaster. I think that's what I'm going to do, assuming all these spaces will, one of them will be available, and I think one of them will be. So Diiz did get the Swordmaster last round, obviously being Helena, that's not an issue. I'd love to get this Shai Hulud this round. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. So, okay. I send landing rights somewhere. I guess I probably can't do it because landing rights is 2 persuasion that I'm spending, unfortunately. Yeah, if I'd thought about that a little bit more, maybe I would have changed. Well, no. I think I had to do it this way because I need to go up 1 before I can go down 1. For some reason I was thinking I was a different color, I think. So If I landing rights to Arakeen and draw 1 card, then I'll be at 5 persuasion. Kwisatz Haderach to Swordmaster. I'll draw another card. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can do it. I think I actually have a good shot. If I go to Arakeen, I think I have a good shot. Because I can potentially, after I get my Swordmaster, I can potentially use the Diplomacy to, like, selective breeding, draw even more cards. Trashing as well would be good. Albert, you want to say hello to everybody? Yeah, how you going? I see you playing against some pretty good players today, so I don't have high hopes, I must say. If I had to bet, I'd say you'll come in last place like usual. What do you mean like usual, Albert? I don't usually come in last. But it happens a lot every time I watch. You're just doing terrible. You're just doing shit most of the time, it seems to me. That's an exaggeration. That's a real, and it's not even, like, nice for you to exaggerate that way. I mean, look, sometimes I do okay, sometimes not, but I am playing against good players today. That is true. So who knows how this is going to go. Okay, there's the Signet Ring. Drops down. Is he going to take the Guild Alliance right now? Or does he want to move up potentially to unlock Siege Tabor? He took Spice. Okay, he does go for the Guild Alliance. Gets 3 Solari. He doesn't have a High Council seat yet. Don't know if he'll necessarily go for one. Also, that could be Dreadnought money. He has Spice. Okay, really wants that influence and the 2 intrigue cards that go with it. I think I'll pass on this one. Whoa! Okay. Diiz hits up the Hayliner here. We'll give him a cheer for that. We'll give him a cheer for an exciting round 4 Hayliner play. Okay, so the selective breeding, unfortunately, is off the table for me now. I was kind of looking forward to that. That hurts. But I can potentially still do it. So Kwisatz Haderach will draw me a card. And then maybe I can send a dagger to Tech Negotiation if I'm short 1 persuasion there. Assuming nobody else buys it. BlackShadow has 6 cards in hand. How did he do that? How did he do that? I guess the selective breeding is how he did it. So, I'm kind of worried that Shai-Hulud might be gone by the time it's time to buy it. By the time it's time. Okay, now do I want to reveal Smuggling or Arakeen here? It's a little bit... Yeah. I'm going to reveal smuggling. And there's a signet ring. So I'm doing that because I don't want to give anybody another card to potentially get the Shai-Hulud. Like maybe someone's just short of it right now. However, if that's true, you know, there's still tech negotiation. Yeah, okay, she does do the tech negotiation. Picked up the Sonic Snoopers, I believe. So I've got a pretty good feeling that Shai-Hulud is going to get picked up by BlackShadow now. Hundro for the Hardy Warriors. Can he actually fight Helena for first here? Looks like yes. Okay. Wow. Big fight over this reward. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I was robbed. I was robbed at the two places I was hoping to get to. So I think Fold Space would make sense for me here to get that unlocked. And yeah, smuggling is another nice option. Let me just go ahead and do this. Do I want this Fold Space card to go in my discard pile or on top of my deck? Let's go on top. Oh, wow. Is it just Spice Must Flow? It is. Okay. I'm so sad about this Shai-Hulud. I really wanted it. We've got some kind of crappy stuff coming up here, but I do have Fold Space. Okay. Oh, that's a beauty. That is wonderful. All right, so we grab a power play here, right on top of the deck. So I've got power play and Fold Space on top of the deck. Wow, Private Army comes out from Helena. This is a huge fight. Diiz really wants to get that influence. What does he want to do with it? I guess he wants to secure that Freeman alliance. And, I mean, the two intrigue cards are no joke either, but this is a heavy investment by these two players, so Shadow and I are just like, yeah, okay. Send your troops off to war. We're chilling. And another intrigue card. Wow. Okay, but this time it's to retreat. Interesting. You know, that's something that I don't see happen all that much. So could he have gotten over the top? I guess not. 6. Yeah, he was at... He couldn't quite do it. But yeah, nice play with the retreat there, and Diiz takes the Freeman Alliance. Trade economy. Okay. All right. So I think I am going to be looking towards a selective breeding to get rid of this assassination mission. Not sure where I want to send power play. Hollow projectors would be a nice thing for me to get to, you know, help me get towards that Kwisatz Haderach a little bit more often. And once again, I would love to get the Shai-Hulud. I had a great game a week or two ago playing as Paul, where I did get the Kwisatz Haderach and Shai-Hulud. I also had Truthsayer and Hollow Projectors, and I was able to just like make a beastly machine of a deck where I was getting, you know, these incredible cards. Whoa, what was that? What was that giant agent animation? Is that because there was an undo? I guess there was a quick undo. Unfortunately, like this would be a great opportunity to try to, you know, steal an alliance somewhere. And theoretically, I could try to take this one from Diiz, but it would be pretty hard to do. It'd be pretty hard to do, and I really want to go to selective breeding if I can. Okay. So that, you know, that little thought I had of trying to steal that alliance is now not an option, right? It would have required going fold space and power play to both of the Freeman spots, which honestly would have been very tricky anyway, given Diiz is sitting on 3 water, and he probably would have seen what I was up to there. So that is out. So it might just be fold space to selective breeding and then power play up here. I mean, there is also the idea of challenging for this. I mean, I could do that, right? No, I can't, though. I don't have enough spice to do that. So I think I'm not going to worry about trying to get an alliance this round. It would be fun. If there was a clear option, I would do it. I could theoretically send a power play to Secrets later if I want to try to contest for the Bene Gesserit alliance. But let's start with this. Okay, let's see. See what we draw, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be trashing this assassination mission. Now, I have this artillery that I haven't really made a lot of use of, right? So maybe I should have kept the assassination mission just for the revealed sword. I didn't really think about it. Maybe that would have been smarter. Because I can potentially do something interesting with this desert ambush, maybe. But I don't have a lot of troops. And, you know, this can only go to a desert spot, right? This can't go to a city space, which would make it a lot more powerful because it doesn't actually give you any troops itself. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Diiz hits up a research station. Yeah. Okay. Well, wow, that's funny. I could think about doing a mentat. Carthag is gone. I could also think about a dreadnought. This is for each troop, though. This doesn't work for dreadnoughts, unfortunately. So I can't actually deploy this unless I get water. I would have to go reconnaissance here. Then desert ambush here. And I could make somebody retreat troops, but it doesn't really give me a great shot to actually win. So, I don't love that. I don't love that. Do I power play? All right, I'm going to mentat. There's a signet ring. We'll see what everyone else gets up to here. There was also a smuggle, right? The smuggling was an option. I didn't really give it a lot of thought among all the other things I was thinking about, but it might still be an option. Wouldn't be... I would be surprised if it were, right? Probably somebody will go there this round, but they are all kind of thinking about this conflict as well. Just keeping an eye on Tex here. BlackShadow has the Sonic Snoopers. CJ has nothing. Diiz currently has nothing. Yeah, there's the smuggling. So actually, if I send a signet ring to tech negotiation, I can get the holo projectors, right? I have 1 spice. Signet ring will give me 1 spice. Tech negotiation will give me a discount of 1. So I could pick up holo projectors, which I think I should do. I think I should do it. It's maybe like a little bit late. I'm not going to get a ton of use out of it, but it could end up making a difference for me. All right, so yeah, power play to secrets is out of the question. Which is, you know, fine. It's a potential I could have had there to contest that, but probably what I'll end up doing is just moving up here. Solari is something that I want for Mentats, right? I want to use Mentat probably a fair amount. To cycle through the deck, try to get to the Kwisatz Haderach and the Shai-Hulud, assuming I can get it. But I'm definitely not making great use out of this artillery at the moment. I thought it was going to get me that round 1 victory point, but CJ managed to stop me with an intrigue card. Okay, he gets the High Council. He only has 1 card in hand, so I'm not super worried about this, but Diiz has 6 cards. He has set this aside, so he might pick up 2 of those. I've got free reign here with agents, so I could still get in on this. You know, I throw in 2 troops and then plus 2 swords from this. It might be enough to matter. Or I just go ahead and get the holo projectors. Pretty interesting. I think this is higher priority. If I can try to win this, I mean, look, wait a minute. 5 intrigue cards on Shadow here. He's lucky I don't have Kwisatz Haderach right now. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. Oh, I should have power played first. Duh. Wait to see what everyone reveals with. Duh. Yeah, there's the crowd booing at me. That was really, really, really dumb. I had the advantage there of being able to have an agent after everyone else has revealed, and I just totally squandered it. So, bad play for me. Another power play. Interesting. So, because yeah, now all I'm doing at best is tying for first. Right. This was not a good play. I definitely should have just used the power play first and then waited to see what to do with the signet ring. Really bad. And honestly, anyway, it wasn't good. 6 for Elisa. Well, that's got to be a power play. And indeed, it is. And reinforcements. So I might end getting absolutely nothing for this move. I mean, I do get the water, and the water, you know, it will come in handy. So it's not the worst, but it's not good. It's not good here. So if I'd picked up the holo projectors and used it this round, there could have been a chance of actually getting the Kwisatz Haderach right now. Maybe. It basically would have either I get it now or guaranteed to get it next round. So, oh well. Okay, well, at least there are no swords on Hundro. So if he wants to get in on this, he's going to have to spend an entry card, but he does have 3. Ugh. It hurts when you, it hurts. It hurts when you blunder a position like that. Because for this desert ambush to ever matter, I really need to have troops in the garrison already. Huh. Well, if I power play to fold space now... No. Because CJ will still go before me, so I don't think that's a great play. It would have been better for me to... Yeah. To actually not deploy the troops, even if I was doing that. Keep the troops here, then leave the option open to desert ambush after the fact. But anyway, I'm not even sure that would have been a great play. All right. So as good as the daggers are for the ambushes, at this point, I think I'm going to be trying to pick up like Spice Must Flows when I can. So I'm just going to lose the dagger. So are there any intrigue cards? Am I going to get anything out of this? Okay. At least Helena doesn't play anything. So it's going to come down to CJ with his 3 intrigue cards. What does he do? What does he do? He could maybe take first, honestly. Leave Diiz and I with absolutely nothing. He's thinking about it. Okay, there's the Master Tactician. Yep. So he's going to take second place, it looks like, and leave Diiz and I with absolutely nothing. What a terrible play. Oh my God. All right, well, look, in the future, when I'm like, oh, I've got a move I can make because I have water, I'll try to remember, you know, why I have water. But it was fairly costly. Fairly costly. Okay, what's he going to get here? Flagship? Yeah. Okay, big buy from BlackShadow. I don't have the Freeman Bond for this, but it is a way of obviously trashing cards, generating troops. Round 7 is coming up. I have nothing in my garrison at the moment. But I can generate troops here. I don't have to use them immediately. I think I want to go to selective breeding once again. It does burn up spice, which means like a Hayliner play next round is kind of out of the question. But this is kind of what I'm in the mood for. Alternatively, I could go smuggling, interstellar shipping, landing rights, and do all of that. That's kind of funny. Well, the landing rights is not guaranteed unless I actually go to selective breeding. Okay, I'm just going to do this. I think we can lose a Dune the Desert planet. Now, I might run into an issue where I have actually nowhere to play the Shai Hulud. So maybe I should have prioritized that. But I didn't. So at the moment, there are only 2 spots I can actually go with it. But theoretically, landing rights could go to Siege Tabor. Then Shai Hulud could go to the Great Flat, which wouldn't be necessarily a terrible thing. Oh, is that the first time we've actually seen Jessica played here? There is also... Okay. There is also Spice Must Flow to think about. I don't have a lot of good persuasion in the deck in terms of buying Spice Must Flow. I haven't gotten any Arrakis Liaisons yet. I got this Desert Ambush instead, which hasn't really done a lot for me. Mentat is another possibility. Ideally, I would trash a card with the Shai-Hulud before going to Mentat, I think. It's pretty tricky here. It's pretty tricky. Okay, so I have to play Shai-Hulud to smuggling right now. Otherwise, it can't go anywhere. Bypass protocol. Okay, what's he going for here? Esmartuek? No, Guild Ambassador. Interesting. Okay. Okay, look at that. That's a nice setup. He has 6 spice remaining. He put Guild Ambassador on top of his deck, so he can go to Headliner right away at the start of his next round. He'll be the player 1 on round 7. Nice setup. Okay. So I think what I'm hoping to do is get a Spice Must Flow this round. And so I'm hoping to go to Mentat, I think. So I think I want to get rid of this Reconnaissance. I'm honestly thinking about getting rid of the Desert Ambush, but maybe those swords end up mattering. Maybe that ability ends up mattering somehow. Actually, maybe not even Mentat. Maybe it's just tech negotiation with the dagger. Because I don't know necessarily that I'm going to want to play another agent. I guess it depends. It depends on what's available here when the time comes. I've basically given up on the idea of trying to steal any of these alliances. I'm just kind of nowhere there. So I'm just kind of hoping that I can get this Emperor alliance. That's about the only hope I have, but it's not a great one, honestly, now that BlackShadow is doing this. So... oh, no. Oh, no. Just as I say... that's my hope. It kind of gets... oh my god. Yeah, okay. So much for that little dream. So, given all of that, how can I do anything there? I mean, okay, so I can interstellar shipping. You know, I can go up one there that way. But what is that? What does that even do for me? I need to get Spice Must Flow here. Diiz still has an agent left. Ugh. So this will just get me some more troops. The influence isn't really doing a lot. So I'm going to do this just in case I've got some crazy way of making that matter. I don't think that I do, but oh no, that's what I needed. Okay, so now I actually have to mentat. Now I have to mentat in order to get Spice Must Flow. Oh, nice. Oh boy. But I won't actually be able to use whatever, unless if I draw the convincing argument, then I'll be able to play something. I'll be able to play, a signet ring or a dagger. Or a Dune in the Desert Planet. So I've got some options with the Mentat if I draw the convincing argument. If I draw their Desert Ambush, then I'll have to just reveal with an unspent agent. And so I think what I'm hoping for, draw the convincing argument, then send the signet ring to smuggling to try to give me a shot at next round maybe getting this alliance. It's not going to be easy to do, but let's see. Okay, first of all, can we get the convincing argument? We got it. We got it. Okay, good. Cheers for that. Cheers for that. All right. This would get me a dreadnought and the holo projectors, or minimic film, honestly, would be kind of nice, potentially. But if I want to contest for that alliance, I think I've got to put myself in range here. Also, spending 3 Solar means I don't have any for a Mentat, which could theoretically be important. Okay, we're going to do it this way. We'll put it in the discard pile. Not that it's necessarily that big of a difference. With this small deck, I'm probably going to end up drawing the Spice Must Flow, which is not necessarily ideal. Diiz is going to sort through the chaos. Hundro gets another intrigue card. Detonation devices. Nice little play there by Diiz to get the detonation devices and immediately win a conflict with the Dreadnought, cashing in for the victory point. Okay, here's the battle for Arakeen. CJ is ready to rock with these 6 spice. Nobody else has 6 spice, so he doesn't necessarily need to prioritize it. Looking at my hand, it's really not what I would have liked to have seen, to be honest. Maybe I can use this desert ambush this round to do something interesting. The Mentat is gone, unfortunately, because of Sort Through the Chaos, so I don't have that as a good option for me this round. I mean, I can still draw a card off it if I really want to. It's not great. Now, I could go to Interstellar Shipping twice this round, theoretically. Okay, so there's the Hayliner right off the top. Maybe I can fight for this. If I Hardy Warriors, unfortunately, it means using the Kwisatz Haderach kind of right now. I don't want to do that. Maybe Arakeen. Try to draw into something that might be relevant. trying to steal this alliance is pretty hard. If I'd had like the diplomacy in hand already, I could have tried to do something with it, but not having it in hand now is pretty rough. God. Okay, I'm doing this. That also gives me a Hayliner opportunity. That gives me a Hayliner opportunity that I wasn't really thinking about until I saw that spice go up to 6. I could send Kwisatz Haderach to Hayliner if I wanted to. But I think I'll try to use the Desert Ambush first. So CJ was saying somebody has to block still suits to try to stop him from getting that victory point, but you know, I've got other things I'm trying to do here. Got other plans. Like, to do it, I would have had to start with Kwisatz Haderach there, which is not something I want to do. I could potentially get this. So he went here. Does he have another card to go to the Emperor? Because if not, I can steal that with a Kwisatz Haderach. Let me see what Hundred does with the final agent. Oh no, he still has an agent left. I'm a little bit worried about Elisa even. She has Worm Riders. She could theoretically have some... She also has Flagship. Does she have the Solari to activate it? Not yet. God, I wish Mentat was available. Does that do anything? Wait. That doesn't do anything. I was thinking of buying the holo projectors, but it kind of sucks. Okay, I was hoping to get a better card there. Let's see what Shadow has here. I don't know if he has a way to bump himself up here. If he doesn't, I still have a chance there. Like, I'm going for a low percentage play where I Kwisatz Haderach to maybe Hayliner, hope to get the diplomacy and get that. It's a pretty low percentage play. I guess what I could have done instead... Okay, he goes to Siege Tabor. So next play, I think, is Kwisatz Haderach to Hayliner, taking the agent from Mentat, sending it over there, hoping to draw the diplomacy. Okay, what's he doing here? Down there, up with the Emperor up to 6, yep. Not enough troops in my supply. Okay, well, ew, that kind of sucks. But we'll do what we can. Oh no. Oh no. Forgot to take that into account. Ah, damn it. Okay, so I might have to use the desert ambush. To try to secure this victory and just hope Shadow can't get the final point here. I was going for I was going for a big play, right? It was a low percentage play, but it would have been really sweet had it worked. It would have been really sweet had it only worked. We might get another round. We might get another round. Three cards in hand. Can't go to Research Station. Could go to Mentat just to draw one. Goes to Carthag. Okay, looking for an intrigue card. Let's see how many he throws in. If he throws in 3, I'm going to be Desert Ambushing him. Okay, yeah, so he's going to activate the flagship here. He's going to throw in a lot of troops. Is the Desert Ambush even going to be enough? Let's see. Oh, it's going to do it. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be funny. So I'll be +4. He'll be -4. You know, it could still come down to an intrigue card for sure. Oh boy. Okay, 3 swords on Hundro. That's not going to be enough, but he might have intrigue cards as well. That being that 1 troop short on the Hayliner, I only had 4 in my supply, could end up being the difference. I know he has ambush. Who knows if it'll be enough? Who knows? 1 intrigue card left. Does he have... I mean, there's a few that could do it. Obviously, an ambush would mess me up. He could still have swords in hand. He could have Worm Riders in hand right now. He probably does. No. 0. Okay. Okay. Ooh, a power play. Let's put that right on top of the deck. Let's put that right on top of the deck. Oh, what's going to happen here? What is going to happen here? This game is crazy, man. Okay, what does Shadow have? Oh, dear. All right, let's get a good intrigue card. Cull, not really what I would have hoped for. So, okay, Grand Vision. Well, I've got a few potential options here. I have a few potential options. I think I'll start with this just to make sure. And then maybe if I can win this conflict, I can get the guild alliance with it. So I need spice so that I can go to Hayliner. Although Shadow still has that flagship he can use. Oh my god. No Quizzites Haderach here. Hurts. You know, last round, if I had actually taken the Dreadnought instead of drawing that card from Mentat, I could have won the conflict by 1. Or no, actually, no. I could have won it by 3 because that would have been an extra unit to throw in. from going to Hayliner. Oh. I was going for the big, like, I was going for the big all-in-one move, but yeah, that Dreadnought would have come in really handy last round. Now, unfortunately for me, there's not really a way for me to draw cards here. I mean, I guess theoretically I could go Great Flat, Selective Breeding, and hope to do something interesting. Okay, he's probably going to reinforce this guild situation. Maybe he goes towards the Freeman one instead if he's eyeing to steal that from Diiz. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so this play of getting this along, like maybe winning this and getting this, it's probably not in the cards because CJ might end up going to fold space just to lock that up. Okay, let's get rid of the Spice Must Flow. No! God! No! Diiz! That was my whole dream. That was my whole dream. Okay, so I have no way of getting Spice Must Flow now. I have no way really of drawing a card. I mean, I could use landing rights, I guess, but I'm not sure what that really does for me. Maybe I just go for an intrigue card. Like drawing a card here probably doesn't matter. Unless it's Kwisatz Haderach, it probably doesn't matter. Even if it is, I'm not sure how much it matters. And Erikine is gone. So there's no way for me to draw any cards. This could still go to another round. Okay, let's say BlackShadow wins this conflict. What does it do for him? It doesn't do a ton immediately. Could potentially let him steal the Guild Alliance. So, I mean, I want to win this. But we'll see what CJ does here. If he goes to, let's say, fold space, then that's out. I don't know what my other move would really be. I guess it would be saving my spice for a next round Hayliner. Oh, boy. I think I have to do this. So he didn't go to fold space, which to me, I think means he couldn't. Three Solari comes into my pocket, which is not all that exciting. Okay. Is that enough? He can put in 3. No, he's already used his tech, right? He's already used it, so he doesn't have anything in his garrison here. 2 agents, though. No water for hardy warriors. He can maybe put in 2 more troops, maybe has an intrigue card. I'm going to leave it at that and give myself a bit of a chance for next round. Oh, wait, the Worm Riders. Oh, the Worm Riders. Oh, I forgot about the Worm Riders. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I just blew it. I mean, 7 cards in the deck. He might not have Worm Riders. He might not have it. Oh, God. Oh, I thought about it last round. The Worm Riders, the Worm Riders. But it was in his discard pile. This round, it's shuffled into his deck, and I forgot to take it into account. I was taking into account the flagship only. Okay, but he's playing the Worm Riders. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Maybe it still wouldn't have been good enough. Ooh. So he's potentially setting up for Hayliner next round. Getting Spice there. Gonna get 3 more here. I have to remember to use this cull. I'm going to want to get rid of... Honestly, I'm not sure if I want to get rid of the dagger. Probably. Probably. Is there anything that I want to put on top of my deck here from these cards? Imperial Shock Troops. I wonder if I should take a liaison, honestly. Just to try to get myself to Spice Must Flow. The Missionaire Protectiva, I think, is whatever. Sardaukar Legion. I put it in the discard pile. Not on top of the deck because I don't want it to be like a guaranteed spot taken away from getting Kwisatz Haderach. But, you know, it might be something I'd like to get in my hand. So that's the reasoning there. Is it over? Why is it over? Oh, okay. Diiz gets the final Spice Must Flow, jumping up to 10 points. So in all of that... Oh, BlackShadow is disconnected, unfortunately. Must have to run. Okay. All right. No good endgame intrigue, unfortunately. All right. Well, we'll grab that alliance. And it looks like I'm going to be third here. Depending. I'll lose the tiebreaker to Shadow. But anyway. Okay. Corner of the market. Hold on. Plans within plans. Oh my god. And an endgame tiebreaker. Woo! Nicely played to Diiz. That was a really tight game. Very difficult decisions in the last few rounds there. I mean, Diiz really kind of snuck up on this. It was looking like Shadow was about just on the verge of taking it. And, you know, I guess I managed to stop him from winning, but unfortunately I wasn't quite able to get myself to win that. Oh God, that conflict, not getting the 2 points out of that conflict hurts. Still obviously wouldn't have actually been enough.